welcome back. Good morning, vlogsters. I thought it would be, first of forgive me, I have a bit of a morning voice. It's very, very early and everybody is sleeping. So on top of just waking up and having froggies, I am trying to keep my voice down a little bit, which is difficult. But I wanted to just give you an update of what's going on. If you didn't watch the main channel and you don't follow me on social media, but you want an update on the flooring and the dishwasher and all the things, I thought I would just jump on here and tell you guys how it's going. Currently, it's Friday, October 18th, and I went to Texas. So Jim and I had planned to surprise Lisa, and the reason I never told you guys is because Lisa watches the channel. So what he did was we did a whole bunch of work before we left so that you guys could have, well, on the main channel could have content all weekend. And then we drove down there. On the way down there, our brakes gave us problems. Thank God we made it safely. We got to take it to the brake guy. The brake guy said it was actually, he thought it was actually a coding problem on the computer. And we took to the dealership. Now the dealership down there, it's a big city. So the guy told me before he even looked at it that it was going to cost $150 just for them to look at it. That was a little bit of a sticker shock, but growing up on Long Island, it was not unexpected, if that makes sense. That it was going to cost something, I should say. They looked at it and they said, they finally got to look at it on Monday. We were supposed to come home on Tuesday, but the dealerships usually aren't open on Mopar, where I take my car, usually aren't open on Sunday. So we drove down on Friday, took it to the regular brake guy on Saturday, and then couldn't get into a Mopar till Monday. That's pretty much what I was trying to say. So he said it's going to be a couple of parts, and they need 3 days. And I was like, well, I don't have 3 days. I got to get my husband back to work. So I said, is it drivable? And he said, yes. You'll get the shimmy and everything, but it should be okay. And I just knew from me and my experience in driving that I would just be very cautious of it and prepare to stop sooner and don't go as fast and that kind of stuff. And it worked out, praise Jesus, on the way home. It took us longer, mostly because of the weather, but some because of the braking, because I didn't hit top speed all the time. It took us a little longer to get home. But Emily and her two littlest came back with us. It was such a fun road trip. They were so good. 8 months old and 4 months. Is he 9 months old now? He's 9 months old and 4 years old. We weren't really sure. But they were so wonderful in the car for 16 hours it ended up being. I mean, we did get out and stop. That's why another reason it took a little longer is we got out a little more often than I do with just Jim. So it was just such a fun ride. So she came back with me and she helped me with a cleaning and organizing project. You know, I was thinking about, we do a little bit of cleaning with limitations on the main channel. And I realized that sometimes you just have to ask for help. That's one of the things with limitations. There are just some things you cannot do by yourself. And you have to ask for help for them to get done. And I was so, she was so gracious to just come and for a few days and see my home and see Missouri. And she's just such a wonderful, she's a blessing. I'm going to not cry again because I started to cry yesterday when she was helping me. She's an angel. So, they've been really good here, considering all that they're putting up with. So she helped me with, and this was even before the dishwasher exploded. We talked about, remember, she knew I was coming down there, so we had maybe talked about it before. that her coming back with me. The insurance adjuster came. He looked at the damage. He had to go back and find out what they were gonna give us to repair it and come back with, you know, like a number for Mom, because the insurance is in Mom's name, so she's been dealing with all of it. We ordered a new dishwasher to be installed by Lowe's, and the lovely gentleman that came out was so nice, but the person who installed the last dishwasher rigged it like not illegally. Well, it is illegally. When you do something that's not up to code, it's sort of illegal. It's against regulations and you can get fined for it. So he did install the last dishwasher wrong. So now the dishwasher is in a box in my kitchen floor. The old dishwasher is out. We have a hole and this illegal drain that's dripping into a pan, and we're living with it. We're dealing with it. Because he disconnected my dishwasher, there is an off valve from the drain. So when we went to go wash stuff yesterday, the drain filled up too fast and it started squirting out of my cabinets. I was just like, what? I was listening and I was like, is it telling it's raining? She's like, oh no, there's definitely water. So we had to clean it up. We put something under it to rig in case it happens again. But it was just sort of comical. I have to tell you, I'm tired of not being able to cook. I have cooked a little bit, but it's like we were eating out and ordering in, and it's enough. It's too much. I miss creating, and because of everything that's going on, I just haven't been able to create. So I'm back in the space today, so hopefully I get to create some before we have the rest of our day. So I took the car to the dealership here, and the guy said I have to order parts. It could be a day, could be 2. Today is day 2. Well, technically yesterday. So today is Friday. I dropped it to him on Wednesday. He told me Wednesday he was going to order the part. One part would be the next day, and he didn't know if he could find the other part in anytime soon. So the plan was for us to go home either Friday or Saturday. Really, it was Saturday. Today I wanted to take Emily into the city. She's never been to St. Louis. She's never been to Missouri before this trip. I want to take her to St. Louis to see the arch and the ball field, and we were going to go to the Magic House. We're going to go to the Magic House. Think positive, Jerry. Think positive. But I have a rent-a-car, and I only had 2 days on the rent-a-car because they told me it would probably only be 2 days. I have to wait till everybody in the world wakes up, call the dealership to find out how my car's doing, if it's not going to be ready. Sorry, I thought I hit the baby. If it's not going to be ready, then I have to call Enterprise and see if I can have the car for another day. All of the things. But, grand scheme of things, we're all healthy. We're all on this side of the grass. I am blessed to have people that love me. I'm blessed to have you guys who care. It's just been busy with things to do. Hopefully we're going to go pick out flooring, because the plan was I'm supposed to go back to Texas. I don't know for how long, because of course it will depend on the flooring situation. A lot of things are a little up in the air, because I would like it if Jimmy could take the bus down to me. And actually let me state that differently. Jimmy doesn't want me to drive by myself. He's not comfortable with that anymore. So he wants to take the bus down to Houston to drive home with me. However, we don't know what his days off are next week until today. Tonight he'll find out. So there's a whole lot of up in the airs. But we also are people. Jimmy has a schedule. But Emily's a stay-at-home mom. Sally's retired. I'm retired. So I'm not retired. I do this, which I can work around any schedule. Am I loud? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to work. I'll be back. I'll be back. Go to bed. Go to bed. Sorry. I thought I woke him up. So I do this, and this is flexible. I can fit it around whatever. Yeah. So we're just going with the flow. You really gotta sometimes, because it's all in his hands, not ours, and it's in his time, not ours. And we can make a schedule, and he will tell you, well, I had other plans. So, yeah, it's just important that you keep things into perspective a little bit. So, that being said, I want to let you know that we're going to be heading back to Texas tomorrow, heading to St. Louis today. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, if you join me on all the social medias, you might be able to see pictures. I've been taking pictures and not uploading because I'm trying to be somewhat in the moment, but I'm also trying to breathe whenever I can, and that's really important. Will the channel suffer? Possibly. It really possibly will, but the truth is, you have to focus on what's the most important thing. The safety of my travels, my health of my family, the livability of my home. Those things are all super important as well. My work is important, but these things are also super important as well. So you have to keep things in balance, keep things in perspective, and keep things in check. So I love every one of you for just thinking of me constantly. I came home from just a few days in Texas with packages and packages. I was friend mail I wasn't expecting. I got orders from Wish that finally came in. It was just a lot. So anyhow, I will let you go because I'm going to try to get some work done and maybe have some DIYs for you all. Yeah, and that's it. That's all the things. So hopefully you guys are well, and I love you all, and I'm sending my best wishes to you. And as always, you take care. God bless. I'll see you next time. Bye.